player in India. Now, chess started somewhere in India around the 5th, 6th, or 7th century AD. Now, I can't tell you that this is correct, as the true origins of the game of chess are unknown. Now, in my opinion, chess spread through the world like wildfire, I think would be a good way to describe it. And around the 15th century, it expanded out of Europe completely and into the Western Hemisphere, where they made quite a few changes to the rules. Now, first off, they changed the queen here from a lowly male advisor to the king to a extremely powerful offensive piece that's like a rook and a bishop rolled into one. Now, they also had the 2 square pawn advance on the first move and the en passant capture. Now, I'm saying a lot of these words, and I'm guessing that quite a few of you do not know what they mean. So that is because that learning how to play chess involves a lot of terms, new terms, for those of you who have never played chess before. And so the en passant capture that I mentioned earlier is, if you could, actually, I'm going to use this board. I'm going to use this board just because I have it. Okay, so the en passant capture works something like this. So let's say that this is my pawn, right here. This is the enemy's pawn. And if the enemy's pawn moves 2 spaces next and lands next to mine, I can take them like that, and I don't actually have to land on them. One of the more complicated chess moves. It's a French term meaning in passing. Now, and then we also have castling, which is where you have the king. He moves 2 spaces to the right, and if you're using the rook on the right side, you move the rooks 2 spaces to the left, and they basically just swap places. And now, again, for those of you who haven't played chess before, let me go over a few of the pieces. You have your knights, such as myself, that you have your knight, your king, and in order to win the game, you have to capture the king. He is probably your most important piece. Not your most powerful, but definitely your most important. You have rooks, bishops, your queen, and then all your pawns over here. I'm going to go over a few of these. Now, knights, they can jump other people. So if I was right here, if I was to go right there, I could jump over that pawn or any other piece that were right there, and I could land there without any problem. That's also how you attack them. So now, pawns can only move just forward. They can move 2 squares on their first move, or just 1 square, and then they attack diagonally like that. Your king, he's not the most powerful. He can only move 1 space in any direction. Yeah, it's kind of. And then bishops, they can move diagonally and only on their color. So this is a black bishop, so he can only move diagonally on black squares. White bishop, same, only with white squares. Diagonally go over rooks. No, down. Okay. So rooks go up, down, as many spaces as they want, or left and right. Left, right, in any case. And I think I just took one of my Indian players' balls. Okay. A few other terms are check, meaning in one move your king can be captured. Checkmate, meaning your king is in check and you cannot move without being captured. or you cannot move your king, but he's not in check. So if I said earlier, if you didn't have enough pieces, so if I just had my king, his king, and a rook, I couldn't make that checkmate. Just be chasing each other around the board. And whether or not you lose or win the game, you should always shake hands as a sign of good fortune. And while playing chess, you might find out that you can make quite a bit of money actually playing in tournaments or mentoring them. Prize money for major tournaments is normally $1 million to $2 million. Quite a lot. You can also play for clubs. So a certain club is going into a major tournament and they don't have very experienced players, so they can pay you to play on the club's behalf, which is $5,000 to $20,000. You can also mentor people, so like just basically how to play the game of chess etiquette and such, which is $20 to $50 an hour. Not the most. And I think I just took his bishop. Now I was mentioning that you can play for clubs, and some of our more local clubs can help you like how do I say this? Publicize yourself. Well, I didn't say that right, did I? No, I didn't. Anyway. Music. So now they can introduce you to chess. Like I said, they can mentor you, and it's just good to be around other people who are enthusiastic about the game of chess. And some of the more local ones are the Missouri Chess Association, the Chess Club at the Scholastic Center of St. Louis, and the Westport Chess Club of Kansas City, Missouri. Now, while I'm presenting, I've had all these lovely chess boards just lying about. Now they've blossomed from these kind of loose pieces, just like this plain old checker pattern, basic design, into more elaborate ones, like this nice mineral set. There we go. This is from my great grandfather, who's from Japan. And then I bought this one. They're really big pieces. Look at this, they're massive. And I bought that at a garage sale recently. They also have themed chessboards, like this lovely Simpsons chessboard. Each piece on the board is a different member of the Simpsons family. You have the little baby, which is your knight, Lisa, your rook, Bart, who is your pawn, and Homer, who's your king. And this lovely wife with a really big blue hair. That's the large. Oh yes, Grandpa is the bishop. Now I don't. The rest of the ones I don't have. Like I've seen pictures of people who've made their own chessboards out of like Legos, or you can have like three-dimensional chessboards where some of the squares are higher than others. You still play the same way, but you just have a couple raised chessboards. If that makes sense. Now. Now, in conclusion, I believe that chess is the best and most popular board game ever, and I encourage all of you to go and play it yourself someday. And, ooh. I just took this game. There you go. Now that I finished my tournament, I have time for questions. Do you have any? Leo.
Is there a way to make your mom or your dad have patience to finish an actual game of chess? Yes. No.
No. I'm looking over at my mom. She's saying, no. No. That's not her.
Michael, do you know the words checkmate and check or stalemate, where those came from?
Where they originated, I would have to guess the Spanish and Italian players over in the northern part of Europe, because they expanded from India all the way up into that area, where they changed the pieces to look more like, well, them, because like if I think ironically the Simpsons chessboard is the best example of this, but they see how they look more like soldiers than there's like just like molded lumps of clay like they had in India. So they based it off of Spanish and Italian soldiers. And they also created a few more of the rules and just how to handle it. So I would have to guess that somewhere in that.
So do you think though, like the word check, does that have anything to do with checkers, or like if you're like, is it because of the root of the word check?
Quite frankly, I don't know which one came first, either check or checkers. It's like one of those endless questions. Don't know which came first. Don't even know where this started.
I have two. Are these the green one or the one there?
No, these are just, I'm reasonably sure this is jade. Not sure.
And, do you know what time it is?
You can answer the question. No, we don't have time. Okay. Megan.
So, I'm gonna guess you know how to play chess, right?
Yes.
Where did you learn how to play?
Not
you
sure
go to
much
the
so
school
where
or,
as
like,
to
your
when, dead. Well, I don't know when, but I can tell you that my dad taught me almost everything.
Michael was over here in the preschool one day, and I don't remember which teacher, but he says, "What's this?" And she spent 10 minutes showing him what the pieces were, and he came home and already knew all the piece names, and we just kind of went from there. So he was very interested very quickly, very early. So, but he's always learning and always learning new things and
Like
new rules.
until like 3 weeks ago, I had no idea what the infrasound package is. Like I read it in books, I just had no idea whatsoever what it was.
That's not a very common thing. So,
Well,
yeah, I would say almost 99 out of 100 people would not know what that even was.
I don't know what it is.
Well, you should know. Anyway, G.
How did you get interested in this topic?
Yes.
I knew that was coming.
It was coming, Michael.
The teachers and I just figured out that it was Miss Catherine who used to teach here. And some of you are probably been around a while that remember her, but she helped Michael get interested in chess.
Eric.
I'm not gonna answer Jean's question.
We just answered.
Oh yeah.
He walked up to the board and saw what it was.
I'm like,
Uh,
wait, no, I have two. Michael, I have two.
What did you use for your primary resource? And can I challenge you into a chess game?
Not right now. Okay, two answers. One, I think where did one of them was a great resource called chess.com, and another one is here you go. This book right here. Chess. Wait, no. Checkmate. Here it is. They all look the same. Right. Checkmate. This had a lot of the background knowledge. So like the history of chess, that's where I got some of my information. I also got one, website called chess.com. It's like the chess clubs. Eric?
I have two. One, where did you get the Simpsons set?
Dead.
I got that as a present a long time ago, probably
When he was
20 years ago.
Yeah.
And what is the longest chess match you have ever played?
I don't know, I've played quite a few.
Chess game or chess match? I don't think you've ever had a whole match, but
Yeah, I haven't had a match.
Game.
Okay,
several days.
yeah, well, no, what?
Several days where you stopped playing.
Monopoly.
You played with Grammy when she was here. That took you 2 days to finish.
That'll probably be it, just because I can't remember off the top